Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Remastered today on Roaring Currents. We're back, man. Second game I'm casting on this map. Love it so much. Love the island aspect of it. It is going to be our guy, Larva, top right, and Paralyze in the bottom left. Paralyze, a nice up-and-coming Korean Protoss player. We will see how he's going to handle Larva on Roaring Currents. If you've been watching ASL, you will know that this is a semi-island map here. You can reach the other player's base over land, but if you want to win this map, you need to take the islands. This island, this island, this island, or maybe even top left island. So let's see who takes the islands, how they defend them, how they try to take them back from the other player here today. And I am so happy for another Roaring Currents map sent to me by RJB. We've got an Overlord scouting out from Larva. And again, two-player map here. Fairly long rush distance. So I think we can get away with a hatch first here. Maybe even a Nexus first here from our guy Paralyze. But I don't think he's saving up for one right now. The probe is moving out fairly early. And I think it's going to be a hatch first from our guy Larva. But the probe is going to be here, I think, in time to block it. So, yeah, sending out a drone. There we go. Probe right here saying, hey, look. Oh, never mind. Not trying to block the expansion. The drone says, I'm not going to expand anyway, dude. It's okay. And the probe's like, that's weird. Are we going to expand here first? Whoa. All right, Larva. Expanding first to the third hatch position here. Not to your own natural base. And, I don't know, I guess there is something of a choke here, right? You have to go through here to get to the natural base, but yeah, no, you can go up here, you can go down again, and then completely bypass this, and then get into the natural base and get inside the main. So, I guess he was expecting the probe to block it, and he was already planning on taking that first? Pool on the way. We've got Nexus first here from Paralyze. I love it. Man, if you wanted an advantage as a Protoss player, go Nexus first. If you can get away with it and not be punished early, that is such an advantage in every single matchup here. Third hatch at the natural base at 2 minutes, and we'll say about 40 seconds, 39 and 40. There it is. Technically 39. We'll take that as a win. So just kind of a standard opening here, right? Hatch first, into pool, into a third hatch, sub 3 minutes. And that was blind, man. But I think Larva's been playing a lot on Roaring Currents, and he knows that Protoss will like to go Nexus first on this map, because again, the long rush distance, and because this is a ramp leading up to the natural base, which is easier to defend. So there you go, Nexus into Forge, into Gateway, into a safety cannon here. This probe says, yeah, there are a couple lings. There could be more lings on the way. There is another set of lings on the way here from Larva, but that's okay. 4 lings are not enough to win the game for him at this point. First 100 gas going into a lair. And there's going to be drops. There's going to be a lot of Mutalisks, maybe with some Queen support, man. Dude, ZVPs on Roaring Current in ASL 20 were the highlight, I think, for me, of ASL 20. Just a lot of Dark Archons. We had carriers on this map against Zerg. We had scouts on this map. We had Storm dropping. We had Storm defending. We had Ensnare with Queens on Roaring Current. I sure hope they bring it back, man. I know the statistics say it was a Zerg-favored map, but I kind of feel like Protoss needs to just figure out this map a little bit better, and then it will be a balanced map for PvZ. And again, carriers against Zerg in 2025 thanks to this map. Ugh. Just could not be happier. We've got a Stargate on the way on Roaring Currents. Are you surprised by that? You should not be. And again, hit the like button if you're excited to see what the heck's going to go on here on Roaring Currents. Subscribe. Leave me a comment, man. Just say how happy you are to see a Roaring Currents replay on the Falcon Paladin channel. Spire on the way. No real surprise there either. And the Zealot hiding behind the mineral line. But this is a fairly wide open space behind this mineral line here. Zealot, can we get a kill? Can we get 1 kill before we die? Yes! 1 kill before we die. And good enough, I guess. I guess especially because it was the first Zealot, man. First Zealot getting a kill. Excellent job there, especially a drone kill. Corsairs on the way, +1 flyer attack on the way. Is that +1 flyer attack for only Corsairs or maybe for carriers? Here from Paralyze, double Stargate. Yes, double Stargate Corsair opening on an island map. That is excellent stuff here from Paralyze. Overlord does scout and sees the double Stargate. He is prepared to die for that information, and die he will. A lot of Lings coming up here. One cannon, nothing blocking the entrance. Oh no. Hurry, those Zealots gave you advance warning here, Paralyze. Block it. Block it. Block the entrance. This Zealot is hoofing it back and says, I can block the entrance. You're not fully blocking it, man, but the Lings are like, There we go. Another Zealot popped out of the gateway. And now we are fully blocking the entrance to the base here. These Lings, it's not a waste of Larva there. They did kill a Zealot. They are making sure that nothing moves out without them knowing. Evolution Chamber, Hydralisk Den, 4th hatch at 6 minutes. Well, 4th hatch, close to 6 minutes. +1 Carapace for the flying stuff here from Larva. And come on. Come on. What do we got? Do it. He's thinking about it. He's getting upgrades for Hydralisks. Instead, he's going for range. He's going for speed. He wants these Hydras to be awesome in the early stages of this map. Scourge hunting around, getting scouts off, trying to see, you have a fleet beacon yet, dude? No. No fleet beacon. Nothing too crazy there. He really wants to make some Hydras, get some spores up. Like, was really thinking about expanding, and then he got out there and he was like, let's get a lot of anti-air. These Corsairs are getting concerning. Dude, you saw it was a 2 Stargate Corsair opening, Larva. You know. You knew you wanted a lot of anti-air. Look at them parking. These Overlords parking on top of the spore. Maybe even a second spore there. That's how serious this is. It's going to be a pretty heavy commitment to air on this map. Absolutely. Absolutely and positively. Reaver shenanigans here too from Paralyze. Loving that. He's going to, expand to this southern island spot. First island. Yes. Corsairs taking down Scourge. No connection. Full health on those Corsairs. Excellent job. And there we go. Taking a 3rd base island at 6 o'clock. Love this. Oh, I love it. This makes me so happy to see professional players playing on island maps. I've got some island maps on the channel, but most of them are kind of from like 2nd-tier Korean players like Zergboy and stuff like that. So not as good as these. Is Paralyze. Looking great, man. Yeah, double spore and Hydras. These Overlords are as protected as they're ever going to be in their entire lives. So, it looks like it's just going to be Hydras, man. It's going to be Hydras. It's going to be a Carapace upgrade for the Scourge and the Overlords, I suppose. Finally, the 4th base comes down in 8 minutes. I got to stop counting my chickens before they're hatched. This drone came up here 2 minutes ago, fully 2 minutes ago, and was like, I'm going to expand, and then never did. We got a ton of Hydras, we got Spores, we got Overlords, and then finally he expands at 6 minutes to the 4th base, but the 3rd base is warping in quite nicely, and I mean, I have to assume Dropper Lords are coming in here eventually. Larva, so here's the thing. The longer the game goes on, the more the islands really matter. But if you can kind of just Hydra bust your opponent here and kill the main base, then them having islands doesn't really do anything for him, you know? It's just the expansions on the mainland have fewer resources than the expansions on the islands, which is nice. I don't know. Hydras and Scourge. This Reaver drop is probably fairly ill-fated. Is that Flyer Carapace level 2? Oh boy, that's going to really negate a lot of the damage of these Corsairs. It's a lot of Corsair. That's what happens when you get double Stargate opening, is you can have a ton of Corsairs at 10 minutes. Kind of nice that way. Reaver, Las Vegas, and... no. I mean, a couple Hydras died. It's fine. Didn't lose the Reaver. Yeah, try to kill him. He's like, can I just kill one Overlord today? The man says. Lurker aspect on the way. More shuttles in production. More Hydras here too. 4th base finally pops. Nothing happening at it at all. No interesting things at all. Sunken to protect the 3rd base. A sunken here at the natural base would be nice too, but also we do have some of them Hydralisks. Ooh, further upgrades to the Corsairs. What is that, +2? That is +2. And carriers on the way. Okay, good. Fleet beacon snuck in here. Carrier production begins now. That's what I'm talking about. We get carriers against a Zerg player. Bam! Burrow, couldn't quite burrow in time. 2 of their buddies stayed alive, but that was it. Scourge hunt down, see this base. Says, you do have an island base, and also, these stargates are still running, and you got a fleet beacon. So, either carriers, or it's going to be disruption web on those Corsairs, which is entirely possible here. +1 attack. Another hatch coming in. We got a carrier capacity upgrade, because you can't make carriers without the carrier capacity upgrade. It's like making lings without giving them a metabolic boost. It makes no sense at all. Queen's Nest on the way from Larva. And yeah, carriers take a while to build. They take a while to get up to full strength, but when they're big, they're pretty intimidating. However, Zerg has a Dark Swarm. It has Plague. It has Hydralisks. It has Scourge. It has Devours. It has a lot of tools with which to kill Corsairs, which is why we do not see Corsairs on this map hardly ever. Hardly ever. 1, 2, 3. And there's the Ensnare. All right, Ensnare looking good. This is awesome. This is really good stuff here. Okay, we're just getting powered up, right? We're just waiting here. 65 workers, 3 taking the center base now is Paralyzed. That's an interesting one because it has a very small area. You can't build on these rocks. It looks kind of fairly big, but you can't build on the rocks. So anything you're trying to build here, sunkens, cannons, turrets, whatever you want to build to defend this thing, there's just not a lot of space to do it. So yeah, building cannons in what little real estate is available to build cannons in, and this is it. Like maybe he can fit one here, but yep, there you go. Cannon, that's it. This is all you can build. One pylon powering a bunch of cannons. It's a bit of an Artosis pylon, but that's okay. Down the left side, interesting place. Yeah, Larva's like, you know what? You can have the islands. Double Spire coming in. I'm just gonna, I guess, kind of deal with ground stuff here. Kill you this way. Oh, no detection. Yeah, attacks. Beautiful. Attacks the Zealot standing on top of the Lurker. And the splash. Woo! Takes down the Lurker. Loving that. That space is canceled. You're not saving it. Definitely. Well, maybe if the Zealots decide not to go for it. They decide to go for a couple Hydra kills instead, which I think Larva would prefer losing a couple Hydras over losing that hatch. Forcing a cancel on it. Ensnare. Beautiful. Slow. Then you jump on him with the Corsairs. Try running now, muchacho! Oh! Ensnare makes Corsairs so vulnerable. A big part of their survivability is speed. And if they're not fast, they die. That is a sick engagement from Larva. Yeah, Disruption Web's on the way, but again, if you're not fast, you're not that effective. Corsair Ball gets rocked. Gets rocked there. That was huge for Larva. Really big for Larva. Hive's on the way from the Zerg player. Carrier count is now 5. They're working on +3 attack for their air. The Corsairs alive would be nice, but we don't have time to rebuild them. We don't have production capability to rebuild them. All 3 of these Stargates are making carriers right now, sir. Guess you just saw the 100 Scourge Hydra drop on the center base. I think it's going to die. Way too many Hydras. An absolute doom drop here. Yeah, just kill the Nexus and then deal with the Interceptors. I guess he's dealing with Interceptors here. There aren't that many Interceptors. Oh, but Reavers on load. But here come the Scourge. You don't have to ensnare carriers to kill them with Scourge. One of them goes down. I don't know. Like, either get that Nexus, there you go, or kill every one of the Interceptors. Larva kind of missed on both. Oh, he does burrow some Hydras here. Hold on a second. Paralyze not doing super well with observers. Oh, yeah. This is why. Yeah, if anybody new to StarCraft is like, why don't we see carriers against Zerg? We see them all the time against Terran. That's it. 10 Scourge walking into your carrier, and you can't do jack about it because you're slow and ponderous. And the Scourge show up and go blah, and everything dies. Coming back around. Just unloading right on top of these Reavers. Yeah, I love this. Oh, then he's got some mutas to snipe the Reavers. And when the Reavers are dead, the Hydras are a million times more effective. More Corsairs coming in. He did spend some of that production time to build a few more Corsairs. I like that. Dude, this is kind of insane. He's not even going to get this Nexus. Okay. I'm honestly shocked that Paralyze has successfully defended the center base. I thought for sure it was going to die, but he defended it with Reaver and Carrier and Corsair. No Psystorm, no Maelstrom, no nothing. We're getting a greater Spire because of course we are. Because of course we are. Scourged up. Again, these carriers are dying at an alarming rate. There are 2 remaining. One of them just needs to get hit by like a Mutalisk attack, and I think it's going to die. No, Scourge, not against the Corsairs, not unless they've been ensnared. He parasites one of them. He wants to know where the Corsairs are at any given time. And yeah, these 2 island bases have more resources per mineral patch on them than this or this or this for Larva. So Larva taking his first island base right side, taking another base top left, island as well. So double island expanding here at 15 minutes. I love it. This is awesome. And he took the space too. Wow. All Paralyze has are his main and his natural on the ground on the mainland, and then Larva's taken every other land base. But Paralyze has 2 island bases. But now Larva's going to get 2 island bases too. So do the math with me, folks. Not looking good for Paralyze long run. He hasn't been able to kill any of the bases of the Zerg. He could have got a cancel on this, didn't. I love the double spore. I love the attention to spores here from the Zerg. It's so hard to get Zergs to build static defense most of the time. Oh, look at him Nidusing. Yeah, he's going to Nidus this, and probably this. If he can't, what? It's just sacking probes to free up supply, I guess. Drop in the main, drop in the main. You got a Dark Swarm. No, Consume's not done yet. Nah, I don't like this. I don't like a Naked Hydra drop inside the main base when you don't have Dark Swarm yet. Does snipe a couple cannons, but D-Web is being used to try to control these Hydralisks. Not great, because Hydras are fast and kind of move outside of the Disruption Web pretty darn easily, which is why we're not seeing many more thrown down here. Yeah, just trying to use Hydras to deal with the Interceptors while Zealots and Reavers are chasing him into a corner. I think Larva's okay, but he's made a couple really confounding decisions, in my opinion, today. Which is this drop. Not focusing this Nexus at all, I think, was a mistake, too. He could have got it. He could have got it. Those Hydras were attacking Interceptors for a long time, and focusing on the Nexus would have taken it down. Also, like a Dark Swarm in this position during the drop would have been absolutely sick. So sick. But didn't happen. Didn't line up. I'm not sure if he was planning on it or what. So where my Nidus at? There's the so Nidus 1. Nidus 2 and Nidus 3. Yeah, so Nidus Central here. Nidus Town, Zergland. Nidus Town, Char. Okay, Queen sniped out. Maybe got a Parasite off, but no ensnare by that Queen. Carrier group is now 9 with +3 attack. Got some Corsairs to try to cover. Corsair Ball is back up to 12, man. Look at him rebuilding the Corsair Ball, too. He's got 5 Stargates. I guess it makes sense. You're allowed to do that. Here come the Scourge. Do. One of the carriers dead. The super injured one that has 18 hit points is still not dead yet and is not sure why. Once again, Dark Swarm. Nothing? No Defiler? Are you trying to prove a point here, Larva? Are you like, dude? No, he's got Defilers. He's like, I don't need Defilers to beat Zerg. Soma won ASL 20 without making a single Defiler in the finals in a 6-game series in PvZ. So maybe Defiler's not as overpowered as everybody thought it was. Maybe it's just Zerg that's overall as overpowered as everybody thought it was. Dun, dun, dun. Because, yeah, ASL 20 had maps that were supposed to slow down Zerg players. Didn't quite work for Soma, did it? Dark Swarm on a Spore. You're never going to see that. Plague! Giant Plague! All over all these carriers. Some Corsairs catch it. A Reaver catches it, too. D-Web on the Spore is so good. When's the last time you saw that outside of the campaign? The Brood War campaign when they were introducing Corsairs to you in Disruption Web. Anyway, Reaver dies. Carrier group's got to fall back. They're not happy about things. Oh, somehow this guy dodges the Plague. Was he new? Devourers on the Plagued carriers. Does he snipe the one that's injured? Well, they're all injured. They're all injured. Yeah. Oh, Plague as well. No, and he GG's out. Paralyze is like, okay. All of the grape jelly and the strawberry jelly is all over my sky stuff. It's going to die so fast in any kind of a battle. Absolutely insane. Yeah, we got Devourers. We got Queens thrown down in snares. We got Carriers. But yeah, I like Larva's decision to just take every land base and take a couple island bases while you're at it. Make a ton of Hydras, give them some upgrades, a little +3 there. Little +3 Carapace on Devourers means they have 5 armor. They're battle cruisers basically at this point. And yeah, it's going to be too hard for the Sky Army to deal with Hydra, Scourge, Devour, especially when it's been plagued, and especially when it's been jellied, Acid Spore. So 9 stacks of Acid Spore means you're taking 9 extra damage per shot from anything that hits this. So a Hydralisk hits you for 13 damage, and add 9 to that? Yeah. It's like you're getting hit by a Goliath at that point with full upgrades. So I understand why Paralyze tapped out. I mean, especially because he was just too far behind. He couldn't save his main. That's where all production is. That's where it all will be, and that's a GG. So crazy game, man. He even started with the Nexus first. He even took the island bases, but Larva had a plan and executed it exceptionally well. Plus, he's the better player. I mean, that's kind of what comes into it as well. So GG, man. That was great. 129,000 points, 151,000 points there for the Zerg. 2-to-1 out production by the Zerg. Outkilled the Protoss as well. If you outproduce and outkill your enemy, you're probably going to win. Structures raised 9 to a smaller number, and then the outspend by the Zerg was simply enough, especially with that kill-death ratio. So GG, man. Larva gets that win, and that's going to be it from me. And this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a game on Roaring Current. Love this map. Need more of him in the future. And go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself.